Hey, this is the growing shaman here. My name is Anthony. I wanted to quickly jump on and share a little bit of something that just occurred and happened currently this week. On my Instagram, I am focusing on meditation and daily meditation, morning, throughout the day and night. Doing walking meditation throughout the day, using my mala beads here to keep count of my affirmations and my prayers and things like that. But what I wanted to share with you was something that was so different, and something that happened this morning. And it's so funny because this individual that I usually talk to, for some reason, I'm able to connect directly into into his energy and into that light that's there, and into the individuals surrounding him. And it was just very powerful. But what I wanted to talk about was how we build walls. And this was a new thing that came up to me. How we build walls. And when we build walls, I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind, I always think of a brick wall, but this can work with any wall. Doesn't matter what kind of wall it is that you're building up to protect yourself from the truths, the truisms that sit out there in the world that we continue to deny and to fight off and to push away. I know I've got my walls, and that's why I'm focusing on my meditation and growing and pushing through to break down my walls so that I'm able to face the things that I'm fearful of. Um, and um, and yeah, so the thought when I think about walls, is that, and what I had mentioned to my friend is that when we have a wall and we have people that come at us, and we instantly think that we're just deflecting, we're just deflecting every single bit of our feelings that are coming from that individual towards us, and just bounces off the wall and moves away, and we continue to move on, or we're ignoring it. But it's not true, because when you think about a wall, a brick wall especially, when you look at a brick wall and it sits over time, what happens? You have people that lean up against it. They put their hand up against it. They have their feet leaning up against it. People are climbing the walls, bugs, moss, everything grows on these walls, right? And over time, the grout between the bricks starts to get dirty. And eventually, bricks and the cement that's holding the bricks together slowly start to erode if they're not taken care of. And that happens specifically to us as well. When we have our walls up, we are denying ourselves of the truisms that are coming towards us to face, to grow. But instead, eventually over time, regardless of whether it's in this life or into the next life, our wall is going to break down. And when that wall breaks down, we're going to instantly get a flood of emotions and feelings. And because we never face any of those individually, it's going to be a rush. It's going to hurt. It's going to take us down. And I'm not saying that you won't be able to survive it, but why wait to be reactive? Instead, start to be proactive and face those things. One thing I learned over time from this one individual I've talked to, just through talking, and some of his advice that he gave me, because I sit in the gray area. I am kind of like that bridge maker, always in between, never choosing the right or the left side of any conversation. I'm always the bridge maker and bounding that bridge together, to try to figure out how everything can fit. And um, one thing that he had told me, because I currently am in car sales, automotive sales, and um, one of my questions I always ask is why, right? And we always ask why. So one of the things is, when I focus on an individual who is looking, someone who's attacking, not looking, sorry, someone who decides to attack you, Say you're just outside and randomly an individual comes directly at you, um, and you're instantly stricken with this thought in your head of, what did I do? Why? Now this is twofold. Two things in this guy is, number one, his spirit guides may be guiding him to you, and he doesn't know that, or she. They don't know that, and you also don't know that because your spirit guides could be in contact with their spirit guides. And part of the reason why they are colliding is because there's something to be learned in that situation for yourself and also for that other individual. And if we don't, if we deflect it and kind of push it off instead of facing it and asking the question, why are you attacking me? What is wrong? Is everything okay? I think that's a huge question right there. Is everything okay? You know, a lot of the times we don't ask that question because it's a loaded question. And sometimes we truly honestly do not want to even hear the answer to that question because it could lead to a lifelong story. Um, but the thing is, there's a reason for why somebody is coming at us in that way. You know, is there something wrong? Is there something bothering you? Are you okay? I think that's huge. Um, and I think it's a big part of who we are and what we are here to do on this earth, in this life specifically, because we see all the hurt that is going around in this world. And this hurt that is going around in this world is created because we are deflecting the real issues, the real problems within ourselves. And we need to focus on those problems. We need to stop deflecting them. We need to feel the fear and grow through the fear and fill it with love. Because love does conquer all. Love is what we are supposed to be doing. Um, it is the peace. It is the glue that keeps everything together. We're supposed to be back in the spirit world together with love and understanding and growth and learning to feed each other in those ways. So, the number two part of that situation, because I kind of went on a little bit of a rant on that first one, is um, that we need to not allow fear to take over us. Um, we should always push forward and grow. I may have probably forgotten the second item there because I went off on one item that I felt was most important. Um, and to use the example of the situation, remember that, if you're younger and say um, your parent happens to attack you, right? Really think deeply about why they may be attacking you. Did you make a choice that happened to not sit with them well, not resonate with them? And did that happen to be something that may have put you in danger or hurt? Because for them, your parents love you so much, and we take that for granted. That when parents get upset with us or frustrated with us because of a decision that we make or because of a situation that we were in, even if we didn't have control of that situation, are they attacking us or putting us down because we are not seeing the love that they're trying to put forward with us because they've also got walls? So again, remember to ask, is everything okay? Or to acknowledge their fears, um, especially if it was in a situation where you may have put somebody in an uncomfortable way. Acknowledge what you have done. Look back at yourself and look back at your situation and put yourself in your parents' shoes and see how they are viewing you. And remember that there is this unconditional love that exists in that situation. And that's so important to do that and look back at yourself and go, well, did this scare them so much that they do not want to face the fear of possibly losing you? Do they not want to face the fear of you being hurt emotionally and or physically? That's just super important. So that's something I wanted to share with you. Today's kind of theme through my meditation is actually on making change in this world. Something that had popped up earlier. And this kind of went along the lines with that, of the conversation that I had and how it just kind of, boom, poofed up into real life and actually happened. And, how asking the question to others, even in school, if you're in high school, junior high, elementary school, be a friend to those that are in need. Sincerely challenge in a positive way those who may be bullying you, because those that are bullying are truly hurting and there's something in their life that they're missing. And it's not for you to really fill in, but it's sometimes good to at least be the ear to listen and to understand, to spread that love and to share that love, because it's so important to our being and so important to our spiritual gifts that we all have and harness here on this earth. So I leave that with you all today. This is the Growing Shaman, and I will continue to keep my updates going. Thank you. Love and bless.